What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we always start the show by being transparent. Yesterday, I should have I should have did more than a one play because I would have had a lot more success. I would have been probably 3-0, but 1-0. It's not bad. I got 5% winner with the over in the game three of the NBA Finals, so I will take it. Vino, we talked about a lot of good stuff yesterday. Hopefully, you landed on something.
I did land on a couple of things here, Ski. 2-2 day overall, though. In the NBA, the winner was a Dylan Harper prop. Believe it or not, I went to the prop market for Dylan Harper's PRA. Got over the number pretty easily. I think it was 22 and a half. Got to 26. I did have Spurs first half. We talked about first quarter, full game, a whole bunch of stuff. I landed first half, 10-1 spurt by the Knicks to end the half. Sort of did that one in. W was bad with Indiana, but good with the Liberty team total over, which is what we left here as a best bet yesterday. So these, a little split action. Look to get going here tonight. We've got three WNBA games on the card tonight to talk about.
We do. And got our guy UCapper in the chat. Shout out to UCapper. Um, he's in there chatting with everybody, but it's good to see you, bro. Hopefully all is well. I know we do. Talk a little bit. Man, I can't tell you right now, but I had a very, very interesting dream. And it's related to the WNBA. I'll tell you after the show. UCapper knows what I'm talking about. But good to see you, bro. And yeah, we'll link up again soon. He says I need to pick ASAP. I did just wake up. Start me up. All right. First game we're going to talk about is Dream and Sky. This one opened at -6.5. It's all the way up to 9 now. Total open 164. Looks like 165 and a half. As far as injuries, still no Bree for the Dream. Still no Dejanay and no Sloop. So the usual for them. Looking at the Dream, they definitely had a couple of days off. So I know they have the rest advantage in this game. And the Sky, they've been pathetic. I mean, I did catch a little bit of Skylar's interview. I'm not sure if it was the last. I think it was the last game. She's just, she's not sugarcoating it. I'll just say like that. Like they asked her about the offense. She says that's a Tyler Marsh question. So it's not a lot of good vibes over there in Chicago. They have not been looking good offensively. Um, I would think, the Dream are the second best defense, if I'm not mistaken. I would think Chicago team total under or just lay the points with the Dream here. What do you think, Bino?
Yeah, little Angel Reese homecoming too here for the Dream. I'm sure that Camila Cardosa, they're probably friendly and whatnot, but there's going to be a little bit of added determination on the part of Angel Reese here. Interesting to me, Ski, that I thought from the beginning that Atlanta, with Angel Reese at center, since Brianna Jones has been hurt all season long, should have been more of a pace team than they've been to start the season. But they got to pace last game against Washington, 21 fast break points to 5. They wound up scoring over 100 in that game, 109 to be exact, won by 32. It just seems to me that they've got the personnel to get up and down the floor here and score a little more. Actually, they haven't scored badly for the most part this season, but they could be an even higher scoring team, I think, if they played with pace. One thing that'll help them tonight is that Chicago just doesn't rebound. They're the worst defensive rebounding team. They're the worst overall rebounding team. They're a terrible offensive rebounding team, which shouldn't really happen with Azare and Cardosa up front, but it has happened. We talked about it a couple of weeks or maybe a week ago in the Washington game where I thought they matched up on the interior. They didn't. They didn't match up in there. In fact, Toronto just beat them down from the opening tip in their last game, and they've lost games by 10 or more in 5 of their last 7. So I understand the line move. Maybe 6.5 was too short on the opener. We're up to 9 now. I could also understand an Atlanta team total because the defensive effort isn't there for the Sky. And I did see what you saw with Skylar Diggins. She just looks like an unhappy camper there. I don't know, Ski. They don't have enough offensive weaponry to keep up. I would say the choices here probably are isolated to Atlanta only. If you feel like you want to lay 9 now, late to the party. But like I say, Chicago has lost 5 of their last 7 by 10 or more. So it's not like they can't lose by that amount. And Atlanta has won 3 of their last 4 by 16 or more. So when you start doing the 1+1=2 stuff, blowout could happen. Atlanta team total, they've gotten to 86 or more in 3 of their last 4. I could see either one of those happening. Atlanta as the favorite or Atlanta team total up and over 87.5.
UCapper says the Dream need to win by margin for cup purposes. I mean, that could go either way, right? Dream scoring a bunch or just holding the Sky down, dropping dimes likes the under in this game. Good point by Mark here. Reese against her old team. Can't forget about that. Likes her to grab 12 rebounds tonight. Also likes the Dream. And my guy Games for game. That's my guy right there. He likes the wings. We'll talk about that game in 1 second. Actually, we'll talk about it right now. We'll segue with that. So games liking the wings. And this one opened up -3.5 for Minnesota. We have 4.5 or 5 now. Total open 171. And looks like 172.5. I guess that's what we'll call it here. For the injury report, Lee Yaru, game time decision. Kuyer out. Odyssey Sims out for Minnesota. Fee and Dorka Juhas both out. Number 1 draft pick versus, what was it, number 2? Is that what this game is? I know we have Olivia Miles versus AZ. My first initial thought is points. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The Lynx, I feel like it's points, but the more I think about it, the Lynx can really shut teams down defensively too. Um, but both of these teams playing really well. It's almost hard to lay with either of them in this game. Um, Lynx, what, 9-2, I believe, against the spread, something like that. They've only failed to cover 2 games, however many games they've played. And the Wings, I believe, 7-3. So it's a tough game, you know. I'll ask you first what you think about the Wings and Lynx.
Well, it's interesting, Ski, because my first thought was points as well, and still could be, but it's an important cup game for both in the West, both undefeated in cup standings. And that got my mind to thinking maybe a little more tenacity on the defensive end. It's an important game. Not that you wouldn't score here in this one. You've got 2 of the top 5 pace teams in the league. Amazingly, Minnesota's the number 1 pace team in the WNBA. We started to talk about that a couple of weeks ago with Olivia coming in and really, turning up the engine here for this team. They get up and down. They score. Dallas is not going to refuse pace. Both can get buckets. So obviously 172 to me originally looked really low. Could still be low because the scoring ability is there for both. The only thing that stops me from, getting right to the window quicker than maybe I will is the fact that if it's close late, maybe we get some clamping down on defense from both sides, considering the importance of the game. Minnesota's been great on the road. You mentioned overall they've been great ATS here. They're at home, but I think the home crowd will help them. This is a difficult game. Odyssey Sims is not going to play here, I think I saw, which means more time on the floor for AZ Fudd. And just as an exterior thought here, Ski, AZ's not the best ball handler in the world. Good shooter, not the best ball handler. I think taking Odyssey Sims, her pace, her ball handling out of the mix could affect Dallas here more than maybe people think. So I would probably look Lynx if I had to bet, but I still want to get to this over. Just a little bit nervous that this takes on like playoff type implications because it's an important cup game for both.
Yeah, these cup games definitely, put a wrench in some of the normal handicapping. Definitely have to consider what's at stake for all the teams. George, appreciate you. Says he's checking in, hitting the like button. Appreciate that. Um, man, just looking at some numbers here, the Lynx, number one team as far as percentage wise scoring in the paint. Wings, number 12 as far as protecting the paint. That's a way for the Lynx to really have, some success there. I'm looking at the Wings. They're the number one fast break team. Lynx, number 10 as far as fast break defense. Maybe ways for both of these teams to take advantage. Maybe that helps get that over home. All right. Appreciate you, Glenn. Says best show in the game. And you Capper's right. Isaiah James can push pace as well. All right. Last game, Mercury and Valkyries. Opener, I believe, was 7.5. Yes. And it looks like 8. Total open 161.5. 162. As far as injuries, you have Alyssa Thomas, probable. Leah Copper, iffy. Sammy Whitcomb, out. And then nobody on the injury report for Golden State. You do have the Mercury with the slight rest advantage. I believe 3 days compared to 2. Both teams pretty rested there. And the Mercury, they just win. I don't think AT and Kalia played that last. Was that the last game they just won? I'm just gonna double check.
Yeah, they
Uh,
beat Portland.
yeah, they did 78-72. Now they could be getting one of them back. This game, I was looking at it more from a total perspective, and just looking at the Mercury, they really have been struggling to score. They really have. I feel like if it's anybody else, I'm probably running and betting over in this game. But Mercury I want to bet the over. They scored less than 78 or less in their last 5 games. You know, probably getting AT in the lineup again and then maybe getting Kalia back. I know they haven't been playing the best, but I have to think that offense is going to turn it around. These teams played to start the season, and what was there, like 170 something points in that game. You got the Valkyries on the other side, who I think are the best over team this year, 8-3 to the over. And the interesting thing about that to me was I looked at the difference in the first half from the second half. They've been a cold first half under team, 4-7, but 8-3 to the full game over. That really caught my attention. This is also a team that shoots a lot above the break threes, and they make them. So I think you can trust the Valkyries to, play their style, play well at home. Can we trust the Mercury to contribute to this over, Rob?
Yeah, real quick, you were on the subject of first half as opposed to second half. I should have mentioned that about the Dream 3-7 ATS first half, 8-2 second half. The Dream, just like last year, a second half team. Um, I'm with you here, Ski. The funny thing about Golden State is that they're the slowest paced team and they score so many points. They shoot better from 3-point land than they do from inside the arc, which is a crazy percentage anomaly. You generally don't see teams with a higher shooting percentage from 3 than from 2, but they've got a lot of scores and they come off a really, really difficult set of games schedule wise. That's what caught my eye here with them is that their last 5 games, Indiana, Las Vegas, Minnesota, Las Vegas, and Portland. So 4 of the last 5 have been against real contenders. And now you get Phoenix, who's in a slump, who can be beaten by margin. Um, Talked a little bit about Alyssa Thomas before. She didn't play last game. She just hasn't been herself this season. Neither has Kalia Copper. If she does play, she hasn't shot the ball well. I don't know. Golden State just seems to do a whole heck of a lot of things right and they still score points even though they go slow. Their team total, if you wanted to isolate, I think was 84 and a half or 85, somewhere in that range. But again, what scared me a little bit from that is what you mentioned. These Phoenix games have been lower scoring. And I don't know. I don't think their defense is that good, Ski. And I also think that for Golden State, this is a little bit of a game where they can get right. After playing that difficult schedule, they're only 1-3 straight up their last 4, looking for a win. Almost had it against Las Vegas. I kind of like their side. I'm almost glad Alyssa Thomas is ruled in or as probable in this game because the line, I see a couple of 7.5s out there. that maybe can be taken advantage of using Golden State at home. I think that's the way I like in this game, but I wouldn't shy away from a total play in some way, shape, or form in this one.
All right, good stuff. That's the card for today. So we will put up the promo that we usually do. We still have, what is it? Buy 3 days, get three free. Comes out to 6 days for just $69. A good way to get involved and check either one of us out. Outside of that, Vino, I'm going to leave it with you. Ask you if there's anything else you would like to promote. And if you have a best bet for the show, we'd love to hear it. If you don't, it's all good.
$5 Tuesday, of course. Go ahead and check out the site. $5 plays. That's the biggest promotion on any given Tuesday. Because it's $5 Tuesday, I won't release the best bet. We did win last night, leaving one here on the show. But for today, $5 Tuesday, I think we started to make that kind of a rule. Skee, $5
Yeah,
Tuesday, best bets are all off. So I won't leave one here today, but glad that we had one to start the week that came up a winner. We'll get back to it tomorrow.
I did forget. And I mean, that just goes to show you, I don't have a bet yet today. I just got a lot of stuff going on personally. So I'm just trying, I learned from prior experiences when stuff like this is happening, sometimes just take a break or just don't rush or don't force. So might have a bet later. I might not. I want to come on and try to break the games down for you guys and help you guys out. All right, Vino. I appreciate you taking the time to cap the games with me. Chat, we appreciate you all as well. Best of luck on all your action, and we'll catch you all tomorrow.